Did you know that right now, as you're reading this on September 23rd, 2025, the world is creating more data every 2 days than it did from the dawn of civilization until 2003? That is a mind-blowing amount of information. And what's sifting through all that data, learning from it, and building our future? You guessed it, artificial intelligence. But here's the secret most people miss. They think AI jobs are only for super geniuses in lab coats who write complicated code all day. They picture a sci-fi movie character typing away in a dark room. That couldn't be further from the truth. The real AI gold rush isn't just about building AI, it's about teaching it, guiding it, and arguing with it. The biggest opportunities are hiding in plain sight, in jobs that didn't exist a couple years ago. We're talking about careers that blend creativity, psychology, and communication with technology. Imagine being a therapist for a robot, a storyteller for a machine. Imagine being a detective who finds out when an AI is making things up. These are the frontiers of the AI revolution. Surprisingly accessible. You don't need a PhD from MIT. What you need is curiosity, willingness to learn, and a unique human perspective. We are standing on the brink of a massive economic shift that will create millionaires. Think about the early days of the internet. The people who got rich used it in new ways. So get ready to have your mind blown. We're going to pull back the curtain on hidden careers that could make you a millionaire. This is your invitation to the secret, super exciting, slightly weird world of next-gen AI careers. Let's dive in and find your future. So, what in the world is an AI ethicist? Imagine you're building a self-driving car. It's cruising down the street and suddenly, a group of kids runs into the road. The car has two choices: swerve and potentially harm its passenger, or continue straight and risk hitting the children. Who makes that decision? It's not a programmer, it's an AI ethicist. These are the people who act as the conscience for artificial intelligence. They are part philosopher, part lawyer, and part technologist. Their job is to ask the tough questions and create guidelines to ensure AI systems make fair, safe decisions. Why is this so critical? Because biased or unethical AI can cause real-world harm. For example, an AI used for hiring might learn from historical data and start discriminating against female applicants. An AI used in the justice system could unfairly recommend harsher sentences for certain demographic groups. The AI ethicist's job is to prevent these digital disasters before they happen. Now let's talk numbers. Because these professionals are so rare and vital, their salaries are skyrocketing. A senior AI ethicist or chief ethics officer at a major tech company can easily command $300,000 to $500,000 per year. With stock options and bonuses, hitting that million-dollar mark is well within reach, especially for leading consultants. I know a woman who started as a philosophy major, took online data science courses, and now works for a healthcare company ensuring their diagnostic AI doesn't have bias against certain populations. You don't need to be a coding wizard. Companies actively look for people with backgrounds in philosophy, law, sociology, and history. If you love debating big ideas, this could be your calling. You get to be the moral compass for machines reshaping our world. How cool is that? You're literally getting paid to make sure robots don't turn into the bad guys from the movies. Okay, this next one is one of my absolute favorites. It sounds like something from the future, but it's happening right now. It's called an AI prompt engineer. Think of a powerful AI as a super smart but very literal genie. It can grant your wish, but you have to ask in exactly the right way. A prompt engineer is a master of asking. They are experts in crafting the perfect questions, commands, and instructions. It's a combination of being a writer, a psychologist, and a detective. This role is exploding in importance because the quality of AI's output is 100% dependent on the quality of the input. A bad prompt gives you generic, boring, plain wrong information. But a great prompt can get an AI to write a hit song, design a revolutionary new product, even debug its own code. Companies are discovering that a skilled prompt engineer can increase AI tool productivity by over 500%. It's the difference between having a cool toy and having a powerful business weapon. They are the key that unlocks the true potential of these multi-billion-dollar AI models. So, what's the paycheck for being an AI whisperer? It's seriously impressive. An experienced AI prompt engineer can earn $175,000 to $335,000 per year. Top-tier freelance prompt engineers in creative fields can charge thousands of dollars for a single set of master prompts. I heard about a guy who was an aspiring novelist. He learned to talk to AI for plot twists, and a tech startup hired him for their storytelling app. The best part is you can start learning today for free. Go play with publicly available AI models. You're essentially learning a new language, the language of artificial intelligence itself. Fluency in that language is becoming one of the most valuable skills on the planet. We all know that AI learns from data, but where does that data come from? And how does the AI know if it's getting things right or wrong? That's where the AI trainer comes in. But I'm not talking about basic labeling of cats and dogs, I'm talking about AI trainer for specialized models. These are people who fine-tune AI for very specific high-stakes industries like law, medicine, and finance. They are subject matter experts who teach AI the nuances and complexities of their field. Think of it as moving from teaching a kindergartner the alphabet to tutoring a PhD student for their final exam. This role is incredibly important because a generic, off-the-shelf AI is useless in a specialized field. An AI that can write a nice poem is not qualified to give legal advice or help a surgeon plan an operation. It needs to be trained by an expert. For example, a lawyer might feed an AI complex case files and then correct the AI's summaries and predictions. A doctor might show an AI thousands of medical scans, teaching it to distinguish between benign and malignant tumors with superhuman accuracy. An AI model for legal discovery trained by expert paralegals was 99% accurate compared to 70% for human-only review. The earning potential here is directly tied to your expertise in a valuable field. These aren't entry-level positions. They are for experienced professionals looking to pivot into tech. A seasoned lawyer, doctor, or financial analyst can expect to earn $250,000 to $450,000 annually. Some companies are even offering partnership tracks or significant equity stakes to lock in this rare talent. Your years of experience become the data that makes their product a billion-dollar success. You're not just an accountant anymore, you're an AI sensei. When you think of AI, you probably picture gleaming cityscapes and futuristic robots, not rolling fields of corn and tractors. But one of the most revolutionary and profitable places AI is being used is in agriculture. An AI-powered agricultural technologist is a new breed of farmer and scientist. They use a vast network of sensors, drones, and AI algorithms to manage farms with precision. They don't just look at a field, they see every single plant. They know which plant needs water, which needs fertilizer, which might be getting sick, in real time. Like a personal doctor for every stalk of wheat. A game changer for feeding the world. Traditional farming can be wasteful. Uniform watering and fertilizing wastes resources and harms the environment. AI technologists use drone imagery and AI analysis to create prescription maps. Smart tractors follow the map, delivering precise drops where needed. Precision AI agriculture can boost yields up to 30% and cut water and chemical use by up to 50%. This role combines skills in agriculture, data science, and robotics. Experienced technologists can earn $150,000 to $250,000 at large operations. Many work as consultants or start service companies managing multiple farms. Optimizing thousands of acres can push earnings past $1 million via profit sharing. They get a cut of the extra crops they help produce. Perfect for people who love nature and technology. You work with your hands and your brain, solving real problems. Start with a degree in agriculture, environmental science, or computer science. Then train in geospatial data and machine learning. Example, a woman from Iowa studied computer science, used drones and AI to save her farm. Now she runs a Midwest consulting business, making farms sustainable and profitable. Going to the doctor's office often involves your doctor spending half the visit typing notes into a computer instead of looking at you. It's a huge problem called physician burnout. But AI is changing that with a tool called an ambient medical scribe. This is an AI that listens to the conversation between a doctor and a patient and automatically writes up the clinical notes. But the AI isn't perfect, and that's where the AI medical scribe supervisor comes in. This person is a trained medical professional, often a nurse or medical assistant. They review and verify the AI's notes for accuracy before they go into the patient's official record. They are the human safety net. This role is absolutely critical for patient safety and the legal integrity of medical records. A small error in a medical note, like the AI mishearing hypertension as hypotension, could lead to a life-threatening mistake in treatment. The supervisor's job is to catch these errors. They listen to audio recordings while reviewing AI-generated text. Hospitals using AI scribes have reported a 40% reduction in physician documentation time, allowing doctors to see more patients and focus on care. An experienced AI medical scribe supervisor can earn between $90,000 and $150,000 a year. But the real millionaire potential comes from entrepreneurship. Someone could start their own specialized BPO firm. One story: a registered nurse tired of demanding shifts took a supervisor job, got promoted to manager, and now oversees 30 reviewers from his home office, earning more than he did as a floor nurse. Get ready for a career that sounds like it was pulled straight from the movie Blade Runner. A synthetic media artist uses AI to create entirely new forms of art, music, video, and virtual experiences. They don't just use software to edit photos, they collaborate with AI as a creative partner to generate visuals and sounds that have never existed before. They might prompt an AI to design a fashion line inspired by cyberpunk in ancient Rome, or compose a symphony in the style of Beethoven on Mars. They are the pioneers of a new artistic movement where human imagination is amplified by machine intelligence. This isn't just about making cool pictures for social media, it's a massive commercial industry. Movie studios are using synthetic media artists to create breathtaking visual effects, and even de-age actors. Advertising agencies are hiring them to generate thousands of unique ad variations in minutes. Video game companies are using them to build vast, dynamic worlds that would take teams of human artists years to create. A recent blockbuster film used generative AI to create over 80% of its complex background environments, saving an estimated $50 million. The artists who can master these tools are becoming the new rock stars of the creative world. While a salaried artist at an ad agency or game studio might make $120,000 to $220,000 a year, the real money is in freelance work and selling their own creations as NFTs for tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. One artist started by messing around with AI image generators, developed a signature style blending surrealism and nature. A luxury brand commissioned him for an entire digital ad campaign. That single project earned him over $250,000. Your artistic vision is the most important skill. You don't need to be a traditional painter or classically trained musician. It's a democratization of creativity. If you have a wild imagination but never learned to draw, now you have a partner who can bring your visions to life. You could be on the cutting edge of the next great art movement and become very wealthy in the process. So a company has all this amazing AI technology, but how do they actually use it to make more money, beat their competition, and grow their business? That's the million-dollar question. The AI business strategist. This isn't a tech role, it's pure strategy. A visionary who understands AI capabilities and core business needs. They audit every part of a company: marketing, sales, logistics, customer service, then identify the highest ROI AI opportunities. Most companies are drowning in AI hype with no plan. They buy expensive AI tools and don't know what to do with them. It's like buying a Formula One race car to go grocery shopping. The AI business strategist is the expert driver who wins the race. They might use AI to predict which sales leads will close, or implement a chatbot that solves 80% of customer issues, freeing human agents for complex problems. McKinsey reports companies with clear AI strategies see about 5% higher profit margins, a massive advantage to the bottom line. Because of measurable impact, these strategists are paid very well. Senior strategists at Fortune 500 firms, $250,000 to $400,000 base, but their compensation is often tied to performance bonuses based on revenue growth or cost savings. It's not uncommon for a successful strategist to earn over $1 million a year. They are the star players of the corporate world and get paid like it. To get there, start with a background in business, consulting, or product management. An MBA helps. Then immerse in AI. Learn what different types can do, their limitations, and industry use cases. If you love big, complex puzzles and business, this could be your path to shaping a company's future and your financial empire. So there you have it. 7 incredible, high-paying jobs hiding just beneath the surface of the AI revolution. These jobs aren't about replacing humans. They amplify human skills, our creativity, expertise, ethics, and strategic thinking. The machines need us more than ever, and you can do this.